AOC really is Washington's resident drama queen. It seems like whenever there's a little bit of lull in the news, and you know what, hey, she is the one that really resuscitates and brings life to the Capitol now, doesn't she? Well, she's in the news once again because, well, somebody went down there. Somebody who's actually pretty funny and has kind of a history of heckling some of the more unsavory members of the House. This time it's a Democrat. Previously, before, you might have seen this a couple of weeks ago, it was hilarious. Alex Stein scuffles with Dan Crenshaw. You know, the apparent war hero who had his eye blown out or something like that and only became famous because Pete Davidson's unfunny ass made a crack about him on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, he went down to, I think it was a CPAC convention in Houston. Nope, sorry, my mistake. Texas Republican Party convention in Houston on June 18th. Stein called Crenshaw a globalist rhino and Eyepatch McCain. That is a more damning indictment than saying that he is just simply a rhino, because Eyepatch McCain, not only is it catchy, but it's fucking accurate. And then he decided to, for whatever reason, go down to Washington, okay? And hey, it's totally his prerogative. He's a comedian who's actually out there on the street making skits and heckles happen. Now, was he doing anything necessarily illegal? Of course not. He knows the boundaries in which he's at, and he went down to say hi to AOC. After all, she is his favorite big booty Latina. That's it. That's all. That's all he posted. He was standing there on the steps going, "Oh my God, I can finally get a picture with my favorite big booty Latina, AOC, AOC," and then started to wave at him, and everything was all fine and cordial. And I have it paused there for that specific freeze frame right there because she responded to it much further after everything all went down, okay? And we'll get into the aftermath of this, of course, because she needs she needs a little bit of life breathed back into her, because maybe some things when it comes to the House committee meetings, and kind of stealing a bit of her thunder, right? So this is the same woman, right, who is just moments away from just decking that I think he's like 6 foot tall man or something like that. But anyways, I posted a deeply disgusting incident that happened today on the Capitol steps, but took it down because it's clearly someone seeking extremist fame. It's just a bummer to work in an institution that openly allowed this. It's a bummer. That must be a big congressional word for you. But talking about it only invites more. Just really sad. Yeah, no, she changed the caption on that, no doubt, okay? But as you can see, she looks like she's really being threatened, and is he necessarily far off? I'll let you decide. AOC said she wanted to deck a heckler who called her his favorite big booty Latina. Hey man, that sounds like a ringing endorsement, okay? While filming her walk up the Capitol steps, and boy did he ever get a good shot. Right-wing instigator Alex Stein approached the 32-year... She's the same age as me? Fuck, man. It just goes to show you that you can grow old and you can grow wise. All right. And proceeded to sexual harassment. Not really. Not much. What was... At worst, you could say that's catcalling, but I don't think that's sexual harassment. But all right, and repeatedly commenting on her backside. Oh my heavens! This is coming from the New York Post, which is awfully fucking rich. All you need to do is just take a look at their page 6 section, and you'll see, oh, stunning and brave 50-some-year-old woman posts a cheeky photo of her backside. Yeah, no, exactly. That's not sexual harassment, but him saying that she cuts a mean figure in a very tight dress. Oh, that's sexual harassment. Okay, I get it. You're my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. Hey, man, that sounds like just a really warm reception, okay? And all he was doing was just waving. And you know what? Hey, maybe he would have committed sexual assault had you been standing a little closer to that. But whatever. Oh, I guess, yeah, that's the full Twitter post that posted the video. The deeply disgusting incident that happened today at the Capitol steps, but took it down because it was clearly someone seeking extremist fame. His name's Alex Stein. Here's the video he posted of the incident. I was actually walking over to deck him. Oh wow, doesn't that sound like a call to violence? Something that she's very familiar with. Because no one will protect us, and then I'll do it myself. But I needed to catch a vote more than a case today. Oh, very stunning, very brave. Very violent, if you ask me, because, hey man, it's already just up there for the public to see, so why not indulge a little bit, shall we?
See, my favorite big booty. See, my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. She wants to kill babies, but she's still beautiful. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina.
I want to do a little selfie.
I love it. My favorite AOC. Nice to meet you, AOC. Look how sexy she looks in that dress. Woo, I love it, AOC. Hot, hot, hot like a tamale.
It's kind of funny, right? You know, hey, I'm glad we played the audio back on that one, because it just goes to show you when she says, oh, I just want to pose for a selfie. Let's pose for a selfie there. Really kind of gleams you into what she's really after, okay? Is she really scared, okay? Did she really think that, oh my God, I was under attack? Or was it more or less, hey, ooh, look at somebody saying something nice about me at Washington, D.C.? I'm not really accustomed to this. Normally they're after the much more younger persuasion one, so I come over here and I'll pose. Yeah, no, somebody's saying something nice about me. Oh boy, wonderful. And then later playing it back once she realizes that, oh fuck, this guy's famous and this is all over Twitter. Then she comes back with a different tune. Weird. Congresswoman initially posted a photo of the man's face in a since deleted tweet and slammed him for spewing disgusting garbage in front of an officer who let him continue. Oh, really? Well, there's one. There's also another campaign aide there for you, and you seemed a little all too willing, so, hey, you know what? Tomato, tomato, right? Tamale, tamalo, right? Something like that. It's just a bummer to work in an institution that openly allows this. I was actually walking over to deck him. If you really love me, you would at least tagged me, Stein wrote on Twitter in response to Ocasio-Cortez's tweet about the encounter. Fucking hilarious, my guy. But that wasn't the only thing that AOC's been talking about lately, okay? Now we'll get back into the more serious side of this stuff before we just descend into the depressing by the end of it. AOC makes a surprise admission about U.S. Capitol Police opening the doors on January 6th. Yeah. Get the background back. Sure is funny, right? Because I guess the hearings, or at least these rounds of the hearings, because I think they said that they were going to be holding more at the end of the year. That's probably when they'll announce that they're indicting Trump, so there's going to be some kind of an October surprise right before the midterms, and it's not going to fucking matter, because the only people who you're going to energize by doing that is your dwindling base, who could literally give no fucks about your current platform and the fact that you're destroying this country. Not doing anything about that, but ooh, take a look at this insurrection that happened a year and a half ago. Don't mind the fact that you can't afford your gasoline bill or your rampant food costs. No, but it's only 9.1% inflation. Totally believe everything that the government tells you, right? But when a yappy congresswoman who has a microphone in front of her face and a video recorder that she's staring down the barrel of, oh well, she might make some stupid admissions, okay? Because there's some people out there who thinks that all of her moves are calculated. Nah, man. She's just a good-looking face, put in the right place at the right time, okay? And then she's just so fucking empty-headed, okay, that she'll just continue to regurgitate all the talking points. She's good enough for the position that she's in, but you know what? When these looks start to completely fade right out and them titties be sagging a little bit too much and that ass is just got a few too many dimples, okay, yeah, no, she's just gonna be shuffled along nicely, okay? You can fucking well bet on this. That's the way that these fuckers work, okay? Representative AOC claimed Wednesday that the U.S. Capitol Police were opening the doors for individuals who breached the Capitol on January 6, 2021. Ocasio-Cortez made the comment in reference to a comedian, Alex Stein, having posted a video that appeared to troll the socialist lawmaker about her dress and appearance. Yeah, no, it was a troll, but then at the end of the day, did you see that ass, though? Anyways, authorities never got to the bottom of whether Capitol Police officers were opening the doors on January 6th. There were actual officers working with us, and we're never going to get to the bottom of that. And we're never going to get any answers about that. Ocasio-Cortez said Wednesday, adding that we're not safe at the Capitol. Like I said, January 6th, they were practically beating down the doors when I was held up in the bathroom across the street in somebody else's office. Yeah, right. Okay, why does anybody believe anything that this bitch says at this point? You should just be dancing up there while the rest of the men deal with the lawmaking. I have no idea what happened to the people on the inside, who were very clearly sympathetic with what was going on and opening the doors wide open for that. And on Twitter, Ocasio-Cortez responded to her own comments to reporters and called the viewers to remember how there was tons of footage and evidence of officers and the others inside, on January 6th, who were allegedly supporting people who breached the Capitol. But then everyone decided it was too politically risky to investigate thoroughly, so they brushed it under the rug, and now they still have no idea who or what is safe. What the fuck are you talking about? Regardless of her intention, Ocasio-Cortez's comments about officers opening the doors is one of the first from a prominent Democrat lawmaker. Unfortunately, she does fit that description about whether Capitol Police officers opened up the famous Columbus doors, which weigh 10 tons. Yeah, no, exactly. They were going to beat them down. Literally fucking 10 tons. They ain't moving shit, fucker. Before allowing January 6 protesters inside the Capitol Rotunda earlier this year, defense attorney representing one of the January 6 defendants wrote a federal prosecutor about the alleged incident. It came as the Department of Justice showed a man attempting to open the inner doors before turning around to listen to someone before opening the left Columbus door for protesters. Yeah, but we don't need to look at that film. Just make it fucking go away, okay? Just pay attention to what John Bolton is saying about orchestrating coups around the world. Fuck, no, don't look at that, okay? Look at, what's her name, Cassidy or some shit like that? The 25-year-old who made up an entire story about Trump's Carfu exploits, okay? And condolences to the Trump family. I don't have anywhere to fit this in here, but it would be inappropriate to not mention it. But Ivana Trump, the mother of Eric, Don Jr., and Ivanka, passed away today. Big condolences for that. Not like it means anything, but I wanted to reference it. Unlike, here's one for you, Occupy Democrats, the same group that AOC either prominently a part of or helped get her elected in the first place. Okay, so them announcing, the death of Ivana Trump, Donald's first wife, who were on a first name basis with the 45th president of the United States. Okay, Donald's first wife and the mother of the monstrous Ivanka, Don Jr., and Eric dies at age 73. Never forget, these guys are just heinous cunts, and it goes all the way to the top, because we have here from Clay Travis from Outkick, one of the most, oh man, this is just fucking sad when it comes to those January 6 hearings, okay? They can't tie it to literally anybody, okay? And all of the charges that they end up getting, we charged one of the Oath Keeper leaders with a conspiracy to commit sedition. Anybody charged with any counts of insurrection or anything like that? No, it was an insurrection, though. Cool. Glad. Don't want to mention anything that happened. Okay, don't want to be like Jack Del Rio and then also saying it was a dust-up. Why don't we look at what happened during 2020 and the summer of love that was there? Racist! Well, of course. But here's what we have, okay? The people that they do manage to catch, and if you were doing a little bit of reading ahead, your heart might be just as broken as mine is when it comes to this, because this is just fucking disgusting, okay? Joe Biden's Justice Department is sending a 69-year-old grandmother with breast cancer to prison for 60 days for trespassing and entering the Capitol on January 6th. It's shameful. I don't want to play any of the sound because I don't want to cry on, Twitter or anything like that because I'm a man, but she's sitting there enjoying her last moments of freedom for 2 months. Remember, she has breast cancer after all, and yeah, no, she's wearing something because obviously chemo is probably taken her hair, but you know what, hey, we need to go ahead and prosecute everybody who went into the Capitol, apparently to the fullest extent of the law. These are the people of the government who have led to them. 9.1, or if you take a look at some of the shadow statistics that are out there to properly calculate the level of inflation, maybe a little bit closer to 20%. Okay, the people telling you where you're going to be going at any given time as it comes to being able to afford gas prices. No, that's what their concern is, right? They want to make sure that Nana gets put away, okay, that for her going into a place where her tax dollars help maintain, okay, she gets put away for 60 fucking days. Okay, let's pay our respects and let's let's get all the information out there. Okay, 69-year-old Pamela Hemphill was recently sentenced to 2 months in prison and 3 years of probation. Oh, great. By a federal judge for her extremely minor role in the events of January 6th. Hemphill agreed to a plea deal with prosecutors for one misdemeanor count of demonstrating, parading, or picketing in the U.S. Capitol building. Wonderful. Well, she did enter the Capitol. Hemphill's defense was she was a citizen journalist there to document the events without actively participating. Yeah, like several other people that were in there. You guys know that the famous video that's out there of the guy just moving the velvet ropes out a little bit so nobody would knock him over. And when everybody left, when all the Capitol police officers were like, okay, we let you in, but now you guys are going to have to go. And they're like, okay, thanks. I guess, yeah, we're just going to go now. Hopefully you guys send somebody out there because Antifa were breaking a couple of windows. So if you could go take care of that. Otherwise, we'll clean up. Where do you guys keep all the dustpans? Unbelievable. Her most egregious action was encouraging others to enter the building. Although even prosecutors admitted that once former President Trump asked demonstrators to leave, she tried to prevent others from coming into the Capitol. Yeah, no, exactly. But what about Ray Epps? No, don't want to be talking about him now, do you? Of course not. Hemphill's lawyers asked for home confinement given her age and medical history. But that apparently wasn't enough to assuage the judge. Yeah, no, of course, and there's still people who have been detained since January 6th in on or around that time that are still waiting for their trials because this is the most serious thing that has ever happened in the United States, literally ever. That's why they have their show trials. That's why they're putting a 69-year-old cancer patient in prison. I hate this current administration, okay? Like, I hate very few things in this world, but they're doing that shit, okay? And then you have, I know it's a different jurisdiction, okay? It's different crimes and all that stuff, but then you're gonna have lifelong career criminals just walk out because, hey, man, we're doing bail reform in these areas, going out and knocking people out, okay? Yeah, happens on a daily fucking basis. Or how about that rape case up in Ohio, which is now being kind of dubiously challenged that we're going to have to run back here in the next couple of days. But what was his name? I know it's Fuentes or something like that. Gershon Fuentes, that's his name. He illegally came into the country and then committed maybe a rape on a nine-year-old. And then when she turned 10 again, at least on 2 different occasions, that's what he pled to. Yeah, no, exactly. Don't worry about any of that stuff. You know, don't put a secure border around the south between Mexico and the United States. No, don't worry about that. Make sure that the borders around the important people, those are maintained, and anybody who crosses said borders are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I don't know, man. The only thing that can really cheer me up at the end of the day, yeah, that'll work for me. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.